Hey guys, welcome back to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a dating simulator. I think that's what it's called. No, finger looking good dating simulator. Yeah. Anyway, I basically came back from where I left off last time. I think. Let me check really quick. Yep, just had to find my note. But, yeah, so basically, I accidentally clicked once. So I skipped a little bit of the dialogue, I think, but I think that's fine because this is, just basically taking it from where it left off. So, let me see if I can remember my Miriam voice. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. Don't cry, Miriam. Oh, Lord. Lord of me. Jeez, what is wrong with this woman? It's okay, But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. What do you mean, the saga? Sure, but you would not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. Please don't tell me it was your first date. Oh, God, it was, wasn't it? Because I remember her, in the first episode, they talked about how she kissed a mannequin and broke a tooth. Since I've been partnered up with Clink, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Let's see. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? He's not exactly talking, and now I'm really not sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. What if I rob a bank? Answer the question, Miriam. You with me or not? Okay, together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. Like rob a bank? When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. Oh yes. Ashley, the annoying, and Van, the man. The Van, the menacing. Let's go with that. Yeah, menacing will do. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because you know, he's Pop. Da-da. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkled, please. Sprinkled is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the tallest or the biggest person in the school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle, beautiful creature? Come on. There you go. You got some nerve, Mick, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. Clench your fist, but from the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Okay, can I just say that it was his stupid fault to put his hand in the mixer? I wouldn't have done that. It doesn't look like you can go On cooking like that, might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. All of a sudden this turns into a drama. Oh god, never mind, it was one to begin with. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Nick, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Yes, I switched his voice like mid-sentence. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail. Winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing, complimenting her? What about the flavor? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Mick. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself, even though I appreciate you telling the truth. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, Mick. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who it really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley. I don't know why, I just can't read today. You take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Alright? Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire. I think that's it. But I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. And I am dramatic and desperate. So, let's go. I'm kidding, that could be very dumb. Don't do it after all, cast a forbidden spell. What if it ends up wiping my whole memory? That would be very, very bad. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to not cast it. That would be very smart. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of the dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Old homework. Does that mean you just keep homework, or like some homework that you've had for a while? You haven't done it. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Let's go this one. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the class. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. He doesn't look like he's feral. Okay, now maybe. Terrence! I told you never to come here, Terrence! Come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously. Ferociously, I think. Or I'm reading that wrong. Drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for that outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Mick, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before he can go on any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Oh, wonderful. Sprinkles is interrupted by roars and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you're to show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan. J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shapes, don't you know? Yeah, well that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. I think I'm saying that right. Joan? With you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off the side of a cliff. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his pail, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. Why does it kind of look like cheese, though? In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Doesn't everybody? Let's be honest. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Trademark. Why is this so long? Why is that name so long? I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me like that in front of everyone? The tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know this breakup is no joke, even if the source of frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling right away. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without? Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a big ranch, big enough for the both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest. Anyhow. So, I just have this very important question. Isn't Pop like 10 and these guys are like 14? Or not 14, but like 18. I seriously want to know the age difference between Pop and Miriam. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. And also, why would he be considered a love interest? I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. Do you mean lap? Lap it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. I cannot read, I swear. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of something, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Mick's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish becomes second nature to you. And you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Mick, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it like there was no sound at all, so let it burn, or fess up about your practices. Yes, I'm not going to let a perfectly good pot pie burn. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing, okay? Just give me a break. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a helping of TLC. Okay, I want to know what that smells like. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. That moment, the moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day long. Okay, Lord of the Chickens. I believe you. No need to hold your cane out any longer. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, rights reserved, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Blaster Blaster. I don't know why I couldn't read that. Van flexes his pectoral as he chops open a sea urchin. Oh god. Let's rock and roid. That was so dumb. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. I'm wondering, are these special moves related to their personalities at all? Even Clank gets into it. 5 dial pressure point, chicken cooking technique. Hold up. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. She's going to use some dark magic to turn the tide. You got a book of your own, and you're desperate to see her win. You're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees you chose to win on your own terms and gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, mate. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Mick, since we were little kids. Because I'm your best friend forever. Don't forget that. I'm always watching. Okay, bye-bye. She's a very weird woman. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. That just makes it a bit stranger. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, neither of you know that Colonel Sanders made the first ingredient. To throw you off the trail of his secret recipe. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying back. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up in a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve the Sport Monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition? I love this stuff. It is better than TV. You crazy kids your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang around? Hang out, whatever. I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the Sport Monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Ha, yeah. You guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little sport pup back in the old country. You can feel Sport Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out of culinary school? You summon extra power from deep down within you. Yeah! I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives. Hold up, am I about to hit Super Saiyan mode here? Yes, Mick, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. Come on, I wanted to hit Super Saiyan God 3. I think that's right. I may be confusing him. Ignore me. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground, energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you're powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven can't be served. But don't worry, dear Mick, you have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. Yes, the Chicken Lord is on our side. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese. The time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Foolish, to be honest, but you know what, whatever. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken dinners you have laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass our individual efforts. Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. Well, in that case, I think I'm going to end this here. leave you guys on a cliffhanger. And whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, check out my other videos. Alright, later guys.